Kia ora, no mai haere mai to the Business School course advice presentation from Waipapa Taumataro, the University of Auckland. Ko Nelly toku ingoa, and I am here to take you through your next step in choosing your courses and feeling confident doing so. Let's get straight into it. This is a bird's eye view of the University of Auckland City campus where all your classes as a business student will be held. The highlighted building is our Sir Owen G. Glenn building, or OGGB for short, and this is where the business school is based and where many of your business school classes will be held. If we zoom into OGGB, you can see where you will be based as a business student, and in this building you'll have access to a lot of networking opportunities, some study spaces, the 5G Tech Hub, and also the BNZ Financial Trading Room, all things that you should want to get involved in as a business student. Before we move forward though, let's cover some common words that you may use at university or here, and the first up is undergraduate. You might hear someone say undergraduate programs, undergraduate student, or undergraduate degree. All this means is before graduating. For example, an undergraduate student might be enrolled in a Bachelor of Property, but they have not graduated yet, so they are called an undergraduate student. The next term is Bachelor Degree. This is one of the levels that you can study at university, and it is the most common level that students will enter into straight out of high school. A bachelor's degree will usually be a person's first degree. A conjoint degree is just simply a combination of two bachelor degrees. For example, a student might study arts and business together in a conjoint. This is still a bachelor's degree, it's just two combined, and it takes less time than completing them separately back to back, one after the other. A course is a subject or paper that you take as part of your degree, and you'll usually take between 24 and 32 courses, typically 4 per semester or 8 per year if you're studying full-time. A major is your focus subject. For example, you might major in accounting or marketing. It doesn't make up your entire degree, but it is your focus subject, your major. And finally, core courses. So these are key courses that you must take. They require and cover essential knowledge required to complete your degree. And in your first year as a business student or a property student, you have 6 core courses to complete. Now we know some of the keywords and the lingo, let's break down your options and start to plan for a business school degree. At the Faculty of Business, you have 2 undergraduate degree options. You have the Bachelor of Commerce or the Bachelor of Property. And if you like both, you can do both in a conjoint degree. Let's get into them. First up is the Bachelor of Commerce. The Bachelor of Commerce, or the BCom for short, is designed to give you both academic knowledge, which you need, and hands-on real-world learning and experience, which is also equally important. It will offer a wide range of majors, 13 to choose from, and it will help you focus strongly on innovative thinking and getting work and future ready so that when you do graduate, you feel prepared. So there are 13 varying majors that you can choose from within the Bachelor of Commerce, which includes our brand new major in Human Resources. You can also choose to study 1 or 2 majors, that's your decision, and many students do take 2 that complement each other. For example, they might go for accounting and finance, marketing and management. Some have gone for innovation entrepreneurship with commercial law. The choice is entirely yours, and I encourage you to explore each option. It is important to note, though, that you can change your mind later, ideally by the end of your first year, so that you avoid taking extra courses. It's quite common for students to add on a second major or pivot from the original choice, so take the pressure off yourself, apply with your best guess at what you want to stick with, knowing that you can change your mind later if you want to. So what does the Bachelor of Commerce look like? Well, we see it here. Here we see the full degree structure, years 1, 2, and 3, split up by semesters 1 and 2. It's also made up of different course types. The first course type is the courses in dark blue. These are required courses and they will give you a foundation across all areas of business. They are your core courses. We then have major and elective courses in the lighter blue. These are based on your chosen major, and or electives that can be selected from other business subjects, or even 2 courses from outside of the business faculty if you want to explore something wider. You then have general education courses in grey. These are elective style courses, but you do choose them from an approved list, and students often leave these until a 2nd or 3rd year. And finally, there is your capstone course in purple. So this is your final paper that will tie all of your learning together, and it is taken in your final year. Today we are here to figure out what to study for your first year. So looking now at your first year, you're going to take 8 courses if you are studying full-time, 4 in each semester. Your first year is made up of different course types, as we know, and we know that one of those course types are your business core courses. There are 6 business core courses to add. We have Business 111, Understanding Business, Business 112, Managing Sustainable Growth, and then 4 more to go alongside those. Importantly, you must take and pass Business 111 in Semester 1 before taking Business 112 in Semester 2. The remaining core courses do not need to be taken as displayed in the order that you see here. Just as long as you have them across the 2 semesters, you are good to go. As part of your business core courses, you need to take Stats 100 or 108. Both will meet the requirement, but both serve a different purpose. So Stats 100 is designed for students who lack confidence in mathematics or statistics, or maybe who didn't study it in year 13, whereas Stats 108 is required by professional accounting bodies, and if you're majoring in accounting, business analytics, finance, or operation and supply chain management, you should probably look at taking Stats 108. Again, it's about confidence and preparation. Read this carefully and take the advice as requested. So with our business core courses, that will take up 6 of our 8 total courses, and that leaves us with 2 spots remaining. We need to choose those 2 spots out of major and elective courses. So not every major under the Bachelor of Commerce does have a Stage 1 major course. The only ones that do are accounting, business analytics, economics, and finance. For the remaining majors, you would be choosing electives, as there's no Stage 1 major course for you to choose from. If you're interested in taking economics, you need to take Econ 152 in year 1 and Maths 108 in year 2. If you're interested in finance, you need to take Accounting 102 in year 1 and Maths 108 in year 2. When it comes to choosing electives, you will need to choose these from business subjects or any of our other faculties and their subjects. It is a chance for you to explore something new and build additional skills. Just make sure they're Stage 1 and you're not leaping ahead to Stage 2 as you're a first year student. And there we have it, our first year plan. So it really comes down to 4 easy steps. You need to enroll in Business 111 in Semester 1 and Business 112 in Semester 2. You then enroll in your remaining core courses. You then need to identify if you have any major courses and add them. And then finally, you choose your electives or elective. If you need help at any stage, please connect with our Student Hubs team and they can walk you through this and any enrollment issues you may have. Now let's look at the Bachelor of Property. This is a specialist degree focused on the property sector and prepares you for a range of business-related careers such as property asset or portfolio manager, building surveyor, property analysts and valuers, broking or leasing, and the list goes on. There are many different pathways available, and throughout your degree you'll have opportunities to network and explore all these different career path options through our curated networking evenings and work-ready focus with high levels of industry involvement and strong recognition for when you graduate. The Bachelor of Property is far more structured than the Bachelor of Commerce. It includes core courses, property-specific courses, general education, and 1 elective. There are fewer electives because the degree is specialised. So in dark blue, we have our core courses, just like the BCom. In light blue, we have an elective. In medium blue, we have all of our property prescribed core courses. And then we have our general education in grey and our capstone in purple. Planning out your first year for property is pretty straightforward. We're going to take the business core courses, making sure to put Business 111 in Semester 1 before taking Business 112 in Semester 2, just as we did for the Commerce degree. You then need to take Property 102, your prescribed Property course, and finally one elective chosen in the same way that you would for the commerce degree. Because first year commerce and property are pretty similar, if you're not sure which one to pick, it's pretty easy to switch your interests and change your mind starting in one or moving to the other or adding it in later, and that elective course is also a good option for you to explore things. Here are a couple of graduates who have paved the way before you. So Celeste is a property graduate. Networking events were a game changer for them. They met a lot of people and became career ready. And POC is a commerce student who said that business wasn't just about numbers, it explored ethics and making real change. I encourage you to read more about their stories on our website. Pivoting slightly to talk about conjoints, which is quite important as it's quite popular with our students. So conjoints will allow you to study 2 degrees at once, mentioned before. They will help you explore different interests, expand your skill set, save time and money due to the ability to remove electives and get 2 degrees for a short amount of time. They can open a lot more career options at the end or help you get really specific as well. So here we see some commerce conjoint options. If you're not sure about starting a conjoint, it is possible to add this later should you want to, but with anything though, the earlier the better. So the commerce options that you have are arts, design, engineering, global studies, health science, law, music, property, and sport, health, and physical education. So some really interesting combinations there. Explore them and see how you feel about them, knowing you can add them later if you want to. A few key tips for our conjoint planning students. You're going to look at taking 8 to 9 courses a year. Take 8 courses in your first year. You can take 9, but the first year it's best to take 8 as you navigate the new structure and space. Now your schedule might be focused or mixed, and what that means is a mix of both degrees in your course plan or a focus on one at the time. Either is fine, just make sure it's the right fit for you and the plan of your degree, and you can check that with Student Hubs, your one-stop shop for any and all questions. Now there are fewer electives, which means the structure is quite rigid, and should you take an incorrect paper, it can be tricky to mix things around and make it make sense. So please connect with Student Hubs. And timing is another thing that can trip up our conjoint students. Some courses are only scheduled once per year in one semester rather than 2. So to check that, or if you're confused about it, you can look on the website or connect again with Student Hubs. I'm going to quickly zip through some conjoint examples. The first one we have here is property and commerce, majoring in accounting. They have their 6 core courses, property and accounting 102, because accounting did have a major course, so there's no room for an elective because they're also a property student. The next one we're looking at is commerce and law, one of our next most popular conjoints. They don't have all 6 core courses because first year law students have to take the 3 law courses required to apply for Part 2 law. So what you need to be careful of here as a conjoint student would be looking at the other side of the degree. I recommend you watch the video related to the degree that you are conjoining with commerce. Next is commerce and arts, majoring in sociology on the arts side. We have room for our 6 core courses, and we're looking to take our major courses on the arts side. Again, this could look more artsy and less businessy. However, it's up to you with this one. Make sure you connect with Student Hubs if you're confused. Commerce and science, 6 core courses, 2 science courses for our psychology major, it looks like. So again, it could be more mixed than this. This is just the business side. Make sure you watch the science side if you are in this boat. And then we have commerce and engineering, which looks quite different to the others. The reason it looks like this is that the engineering faculty requires conjoint students with engineering to focus pretty much only on engineering for the first year, so they're prepared to choose their engineering specialization from second year onwards. So there's only one room for one business course here, and we just need to go with that one. Now, when it comes to enrolling in your courses, it can be tricky. Student Hubs is a good place to go. If you're based in Auckland, make sure you walk in any day of the week and get some help with that. You can search how to enroll on our website. We also have a course advice video from our team that's more generalized and looks into enrolling specifically, and you have our email here on screen. We have some scholarships available at the business school. Make sure you're looking at these individually. Scan the QR code to find out more and get ready to start with us with a little boost up would be nice. And that's us. We've come to the end. So it's been a pleasure helping you build your foundation for your first year. If you're still feeling confused, rewatch the video, look into the other resources. We are here to help you. You can reach out to Student Hubs or connect with our team using the email on screen. You're also welcome to sign up for updates from our team specifically. We have lots of resources available for you. Just scan the QR code here. We can't wait to see you on campus. Thank you for joining us. Mā te wā.